Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cringy, and in today's video we're going to be stepping completely outside of my normal and doing a tier list on every single item in the game peak. I've never done a tier list before, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so let's jump into it. So we're going to start off with Bing Bong going to S tier, because Bing Bong, and no one needs to question why Bing Bong belongs in S tier. Bugle is completely useless unless you're trying to get the achievement for serenading the capybaras in the tundra. The flare is only useful if you're on Ascent 4 or higher because you need the flare to peak, so it's going into D tier for that reason. The compass is completely useless going forward. You should know which way direction, you should be climbing up. Bandage belongs in C tier, and medkit also belongs, your first aid kit also belongs in C tier, being they're the only two items in the game that just heal you. If you fall, you're probably going to die anyways, so they become a little rough, but they're super useful. Scrolls are only useful in the sense that you have to open them and inspect them, so they're not useful to carry on you at all. Now we're going to jump into all the unique items in the game. Bugle Friendship, absolutely S tier. The clutch potential of this is super crazy. The climber the person using it can't climb with infinite stamina, but the rest of your team does, so the clutch potential here is absolutely huge. I think Pandora's Lunchbox belongs in A tier because of the clutch potential as well. It gives you bad status effects sometimes, but it can also fully heal you, so it's huge. Cure-All, probably A tier. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. A tier for Cure-All. So it can break if you throw it, but it also reduces everything that's on you. So if you have damage, poison, frost, moving forward, all of those, it can completely take all those away for you. It does have 3 uses, which is absolutely huge. And then we have the Scoutmaster Bugle, which I think is D tier of all the unique items in the game. It's just to call the Scoutmaster, which just becomes a pain in the ass. So I mean, you could use it to troll if you want. The Fairy Lantern, what is happening? Sorry guys, this is my first time ever doing this. So Fairy Lantern, I think, goes into B tier. It's heavy, but it also slowly debuffs all bad effects on you as well. So I think it's super huge. It can also do it to all your teammates, so it's not as great as the Pandora's Lunchbox or Cure-All, but I think it's really, really good. Warp Compass, I feel like could be okay, but I've never seen anybody use it. As of right now, I think it's out of the game, so I'm going to put it in C tier because we're unsure. Scout Effigy, I think, is also C tier. I mean, this is only to heal or to revive your teammates if they're dead, so your teammates shouldn't be dying anyways, and if you climb to the top, you get to res them, so it's not super great. I think her Skull, if I can grab it, also belongs in C tier for the same reasons. I think it has super big clutch potential, but if all your teammates are alive, it doesn't really do much, so I think it also belongs in C tier. Anti-Rope, definitely A tier. It's just regular rope, except you can go vertically with it instead of down, so I think that's absolutely huge, and it also causes 0 carry weight. Anti-Rope Cannon, also A tier for the same exact reason. 0 carry weight. It also floats upwards instead of down, so it's a super easy rope to climb. Pirate's Compass, absolutely worthless. It just shows you where the next luggage container is for you to loot. You don't really need that at all. Portable Stove, I think, is also D tier for the same reason. It's just like, you don't need to cook food on a mid-run. You should be using the campfires to cook food, and it's just extra carry weight. On to the regular items in the game. So regular rope, I think, belongs in C tier. It's okay, it's not the greatest. If one of your teammates is really good on stamina, it's great to climb up with, and then drop your teammates a rope, but other than that, I think it's very okay at best. Then we have the blowgun, absolutely useless unless you're just trying to rage bait. That's pretty much its only primary use. Lantern, also D tier, only really debuffs cold, and there's not really a purpose for it other than that, so it's only really useful in the tundra. I mean, I think it's pretty okay. Titan, I think it goes into B. If you have a bunch of hungry people on your team, or if people are low on stamina, this is a really great pause, so you can actually get up to the higher points in the game. Super useful. We're gonna go with Rope Cannon next, also B tier. If you need an easy climb up, you can just shoot this on a wall and then have a super easy climb up to the next point. It's arguably one of the better items in the game, but not quite as good as the Anti-Rope Cannon, just for the benefit this floats up instead of down. Chain Cannon, easily S tier. One of the best items in the game. It's helped us get through the kiln multiple times at this point, and is super useful in almost every facet of the game. Heat Pack, pretty much garbage unless you're in the tundra. that's kind of where I'm at with that one. All right, so now moving forward to the items that can help you climb that you can just find around the map. I think all three of these easily belong in B tier. The remedy fungus does immediately heal you guys for health and your whole team if you're standing in it. It doesn't do much other than that, but it's super helpful. Magic bean, also a climbing item, super good. And this isn't a climbing item, sorry, but this item is a climbing item and you can just find it around the map. It can also help you get achievements like no trace left or something like that, sorry, because it's actually on the map and you can find this and it pretty much shoots a pillar of vine to climb up, more or less. Same thing with the plate fungus here. It's just a good standable item that you can throw on a wall and allows your whole team to stand on it, making it way easier for you to climb up. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to food. I think Napberry is arguably A tier. It does put you to sleep, but it clears every single status effect on your board, which is super useful. So like if you're in a safe place to eat it and fall asleep and clear all your status effects, it's absolutely huge. All right, now on to the funguses. So we're gonna do the safe funguses that I know of. So the button shroom, C tier just because it's good food. Chubby shroom, chubby shroom also goes to C tier because it's safe food and it's relatively easy to find. Once again, I'm gonna put, why does this do this every time? Sorry guys. D tier. The weird shroom, I have never personally used it, but it looks like it's good food, so I think it just belongs C tier because it's good food. Now for another safe fungus is the bugle shroom. Immediately goes to C tier. Another good food that you can find pretty much everywhere on the game. And then all the poison shrooms we're going to go forward with now. So I mean, if you have to eat it, D tier, but not super useful with the poison tick, but that's if you have to. Poison cluster shroom, same thing. It gives you a bunch of poison, not super great. Oh, there's another safe shroom, sorry. Cluster shroom, regular cluster shroom, C tier because it's good food. So I totally realized I missed antidote. I think antidote is definitely C tier due to the fact that it only heals poison and a little bit of fire, but you only get a little bit of usage out of it, so it's not super great. Now we're gonna move on to more food. The medicinal root, definitely B tier. Super great if you find it. It cures poison, it gives you a little bit of hunger back, has a super lightweight and heals you, so that's actually super great. Scorchberry is okay at best. Probably in the C tier just because it gives you hunger, but it does give you heat, so if you're in the tundra it's super helpful. Outside of that, it's not great. Now onto the crisp berries. I'm going to put all of them into C tier but the green crispberry, because the green crispberry gives you poison. I think that's definitely D tier for just poison, but food in general is good, plus the yellow crispberry gives you a little bit of extra stam, so that's super helpful. Now we're going to go to the clusterberry. Also all the food going into C tier once again. All the cluster berries are safe. The red clusterberry and the yellow clusterberry are better because they give you health and stam back, which is super useful. Kingberry, honestly the purple kingberry is probably B tier just because of how much stam and hunger it does give you. Moving on with the other two kingberries, probably D tier just because of the poison levels are not great. Now we're going to move on to the more or less banana. So yellow banana, brown banana, blue banana are all good and safe to eat. They all give you different, perks and advantages like extra stamina or more hunger. Pink banana, not good at all. Poison, really light on the hunger fill. The rest of the packaged food we're gonna go over now, except tick and a couple of the winter berries. Those are super useful items. But granola bar is definitely C tier food. Not super great, not super bad. Kind of that mid-tier food. Trail mix is low-key just D tier. Like when you see this, you should probably just eat it. It's really not worth carrying around. Sports drink, B tier. If I could grab that. B tier just for the extra stamina benefit, and it removes heat, so that's super huge. Scout cookies, definitely A tier food. Where did it go? Oh no. I don't know where it went. Scout cookies though are super A tier food, a lot of usage, and it can fill your entire hunger bar and give you extra energy, so that's absolutely huge. Tick is disgusting, but this is going to B tier food. It's really good food, and it removes poison from a player if you eat it. So you pull it off and then you eat it, and it does a really large number of hunger on you, so it's super useful. Lollipop, definitely S tier. One of the best climbing tools in the entire game. If you have a Lollipop late game in the kiln, you pretty much can just win based off of just this, because you're able to climb super high without the risk of using any stamina. It does get you sleepy, but not as much as you think it would. It doesn't like immediately put you to sleep. I think coconuts are C tier, just based off of the fact that it gives you good hunger, but they are super heavy, so it's not like super great. Marshmallows, definitely A tier. If I keep grabbing poison stuff, I'm gonna lose my marbles. Marshmallows, definitely A tier, based on the fact that they get you at every single end of the run. Super great for food, and honestly, the longer you can carry one, probably the better. Just make sure it's cooked. Energy drink, immediately S tier also. The pair with the energy drink plus the lollipop is absolutely huge. You can pretty much climb anywhere in the game, and you just get super tired at the end of it, but if as long as you're in a stand, like a safe stand spot, you're probably okay. Airline food, we're gonna put that right into B tier. B tier for the airline, because it's one of the best things to fill your hunger in the entire game, and it gives you a bunch of extra stamina, so that's, you know, absolutely huge for a lot of reasons. Honeycomb, I've never personally really used it. A lot of people like it, so we're gonna throw that into B tier. You can get an achievement by cooking it along with an egg and a winterberry and one other thing that I don't remember, but I know it's for an achievement, so we're gonna put it into B tier just for that. It does give you 50% extra stamina, which is absolutely awesome. Winterberries are both B tier. Super good food. They're all safe to eat. It also helps you with heat, so if you're in the caldera, they're super helpful. We help you speedrun a little bit. And finally, an egg is going to go into C tier. The egg itself weighs a lot, and it doesn't give you the best hunger. All right, guys, I know the video is kind of rough. It's my first time ever doing one. I promise I'll get better. If you like the tier list, make sure you leave a like. And if you have any questions about why I put things in places, then make sure you leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, guys.